Welcome guys to the fourth round of Zandvoort for the Aptora Formula 1 2023 Championship hosted by SRO. The guys already are in the qualifying session, so we will move on to that. Today we expect a lot of things happening. The weather is gonna be very uh, changing and challenging for the drivers. Right now we see Daniel Christoph yet on pole position with 8 minutes left to go, and I'm joined by Ricardo Riva.
Hello everyone.
And right now John Vitiguest is P2 at his home soil.
Yeah, probably is a race uh, which John was really looking after on soil. So he's probably on. Nick Westy. We were talking about good laps, and Nick Westy putting in an amazing lap, 1 second faster than everyone else on the track.
We know for a fact that the qualifying is gonna be dry, and in the race we are gonna have rain. So most likely, as far as we know, they will have to go with two different setup, and we know that for a fact most of the people likes dry condition, but then in the race they struggle a lot, so you never know. We can have a pole position and then the guy can struggle a lot in the rain. So Daniel Christoph purple for sector, Nick Westy in pole position, he did a 1:11.300, and we are gonna have a lot of close lap times as we saw in Spa. So for the guys here, getting a good lap in Zandvoort is very challenging. I will show you like the banking on the last corner. We are gonna have the first turn, the only point where, wow, Daniel Christoph, he's proving why he's leading the championship. Most likely
And what's a perfectly set lap, 1:10.
0 0 0 0 0.
10:00. Am I looking at a couple of new names? Could that be? Because
Yes, we
is a
have
new name for us.
Mark, who's racing for the first time this season, and he's an old driver of SRO. We have Riccardo Cengotti as well, first time. He's yet to post a lap. I don't know if it's starting from the back or what's the reason behind that, but he's yet to post a good lap, or maybe he crashed on the lap, on the exit. And Stefan Wenham, Laura Martin, yeah, all the other are all the same. One special thing, if I have, no, Gilles is not racing. Yeah, you can see
Oh, Gilles at the Aptora.
Aptora. Yes, this is a new edit. Gilles da Silva made the liveries, a few custom liveries, and they have Aptora, who is the sponsor of this championship, on their sites. There should be as well John with Aptora. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
On it as well Tony. Yeah, Tony as well. So yeah, they're racing with the sponsorship, and
They even have the sponsorship on the wing as I'm looking at
yes,
it.
they have it on the wing. On the wing, yep. Actually, Sam Selig, I think, if I'm not wrong, is the first time we see him.
You don't remember? It can
I
be.
don't remember his name being present in the last races, so I think his first race. So we have a few guys who are racing for the first time ever, so that's a great combo. And it's gonna be very challenging. But right now, Nick Westy, he's flying. He's flying. Let's see if he can do the pole position. And he does. Wow, what a lap. What a lap. I I don't know why we see 2010 to 400 and the best of Daniel Christoph was at 10:00. I think
Maybe
there's
an factor moment. Can it be?
uh I really don't know about that, but technically it should be Daniel in pole position. I really don't know
Yeah.
about that.
So
I think there is something with the game or something else, but even though the game recognize Nick as the fastest, so we will stick with that. Team Cartwright, purple in the first sector. This is
being
gonna be very
purple,
challenging in the
we're
rain.
looking to go under. To be honest, 3 tenths down means under the 110. Ooh, big
Ooh,
crash there. Oh, he lost almost everything in the middle sector.
I think because of the crash, or maybe he got understeer.
I don't know. It still seems to be the fastest lap because he still has some hundreds up his sleeve. Let's see how he closed the last sector. 1 point.
Ooh,
Yeah, he does.
maybe I don't want to say something, but
Lower wing
Daniel Christoph lap was
was.
not legal.
Yeah, but the game should instantly
Yeah,
delete your lap time, not make you
technically,
add
yeah,
a
the
lap
game
and then
should not
delete.
count that, but I see on my point, from my view, the best lap of Daniel is at 10:000, and we saw that, but the game doesn't recognize that. So let's see, if he did once, he can do it twice. They're all in the out lap, so they're gonna try to improve Rockomina, doing a 30.8, not bad. A good first sector. Decent to put him above P6, P7, so he can improve his positions. He improved it as well, so he can, if he does a good last sector, he can improve and be P7.
Nice middle sector, still 1 second down. Where is he
P9,
gonna
P9,
make
not bad,
P9?
not bad.
Yeah.
In this track, running low aero is a good key to have a lot of speed, but having a lot of
That's
aero as well, that matter, especially in these two turns here. It's very challenging to go to the edge of the track. So
I don't think this downward is a track with low aero because you don't have many straights. At least the main
yes, but
straight.
you have to,
Uh,
you still have to get a good balance between going very load or with a high load, or try to have that extra kilometer as a speed.
I don't know, to be honest.
I did drive a lot, like,
I think that. Oh, Nick
oh
West.
no, he was in the best lap.
Miscomprehension with who was it? Was it
uh
Gilles or was it?
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
Gilles.
And yeah, they were both improving, but yeah, unlucky situation.
Yeah, very lucky situation.
So we are at the end of the session. We got Tim Cartwright in pole position like he did in Australia in the first round of this championship, and then he won the race. So hopefully he showed this once that he improved his pace and his consistency in the race. So luckily that's another day for him. Nick Westy still P2, very close to the leader. Yeah, and okay, now we got Daniel Christoph There was something
Yeah,
in the
probably it was
game.
his lap.
Yeah, I
Maybe
believe
we lost.
there was something in the game that was not correct because
Yeah,
we had that
yeah.
issue because he did do the 10-0-0-0 lap, but somehow was not counted. But still, he did P3. Fantastic. He's the leader of the championship. Nick Westy is right now behind him, catching him after the last race win. The championship is still long. We have still 3 races after this. Robin Taylor, P4, fantastic for the championship as well. For obviously for the team championship. Costas Canzera, P5. Sam Selig, P6. Fantastic debut for him. Tony Stalvis, P7. Phil Brown, Sean Vitiges, that after a good start, I would say, fell off slightly, but nonetheless good.
And
Rocco Mina, Mark Eitri, Lauren Martin, Gilles da Silva, Paul Rodriguez, Stephen Wenham, and Riccardo Gongetti. I think he didn't do any lap, or maybe they agreed something. And as you can see in the background,
it
there
started
is
raining.
rain going on.
And it's nice to see that the middle pack compared to the Spa race, it's much more closer to each other. Because
Yes, apart
remember,
from the
in
first,
Spa race, we
yes,
had like the first top 5 guys into a couple of stances, and then there was like a complete hole of 3 seconds, and everyone else behind. Instead, today we have a pretty much closer pack, so it's nice to see that.
yeah, the
So
middle pack
basically,
from
everyone is
P6 to
improving.
P10, they're about in like even P13, they're all about in half a second. So that's very challenging. And the only way they're gonna make a move, I guess, is either a mistake or turn one. Otherwise, it's very hard to make a move on this track. Now they have a few laps, um,
I think that
5
the only
minutes to
possibility.
adapt to these situations. But the sun is out, but it's still raining. Let's see, it's very
But is
challenging.
it rock with the intermediate tires?
No, it's on the soft, no, medium.
It's on the so the truck is still.
As far as I know, I did saw a few guys driving on a damp condition with soft
Wait,
tires.
it's not raining at the moment.
No, it did stop, but you never know how much rain we got. So we can get some rain in the beginning and then some rain at the end. So it's gonna dry out. Maybe you don't know. There is a lot of going on the weather side. So it's gonna be very very challenging for the guys.
Absolutely. And speaking of overtaking chances, I think that the most important overtaking chance you got is at the end of the main straight because you have a long turn with a lot of banking, which is flat out. So
Yes.
if you manage to stay close into the slipstream out there, you even got the DRS, and maybe you can try some move on the Tarzan curve, which is turn number one. But apart from that, I don't see many overtaking chances on this track, to be honest. And still, we see that the rain has start to come down again. So
Yeah,
it, it,
it's gonna be very
it's going
tough
to
for the
be.
guys to.
And Brockham is the only truck driver on the track. No, we see even this is. Ooh,
Tony, you can see the name on the sides.
nice. I was looking
Now it's
at
raining
his
again.
helmet.
It's raining again.
Yeah, yeah, really heavily at the moment.
Yes, it's raining very heavily. That's it's gonna affect a lot the conditions. We still have 1 minute of the warm up, so the guys can adapt to these conditions, and they're all, as far as I know, choosing to try. Ah no, there you go with the Inter tires, Team Cartwright. So for the guy watching, if you since we are racing, um, since you're racing under a rainy condition, if the race starts with the rain, they don't have to change tires or use the double compound. That's something that changed a lot. And right now, the lap times are very high, and
And yeah, and
Team Cartwright with the intermediate is 5 seconds slower than Rockomina in the world.
yeah,
It's still
and I start to see some sparkling from the cars. Yeah, definitely. That it's some water spraying from the cars.
let's see. They're gonna go with some different strategy, as so it's gonna be very challenging for everybody.
And it's going to be strange. It's going to be, I
Actually,
would say,
it's been a long time since we had a rainy race, so it's even for the guys driving today, it's gonna be slightly difficult. Always, he's driving the full wet. We'll be back in after a short break of for our sponsor Aptora.
che a doppietta di giro bella così. Yeah, we see some water on the track, but no rain at the moment. So I think it seems everyone's yeah, because yeah, there's a lot of water on the track. Oh my God, no, Benny. Rocco's on medium tires, you sure? Hard tires for when soft, full full wet for the Silva. It's oh, Gingotti. Sorry, couldn't see the name layer. Oh yeah, um, and wow, full wet is a tough decision. I mean, he's hoping hardly for heavy rain at the moment, and like it's raining again. It's raining again. Hallelujah. Uh, and my Discord is just destroying the stream. Robin Taylor, this is a ooh, this is a twist. This is a plot twist. Oh my God, my Discord is giving up. Robin Robin Taylor is really unlucky because I remember that even in Spy started last because of some problems during the quali. So very unlucky. And this I won't say this is unlucky, but these are
There
three,
you go.
4, 5, and lights out. So the race is starting with a great start from Daniel Christoph. Not a good start from
Who
Ricardo.
crashed in the
So one
back?
on the back,
Stefan
already
Wenham.
losing the car. Probably it, it seemed like an
Who
Alpine,
guys
or
wide?
and did he guess completely wide?
Yeah, I think they're
Maybe
struggling for grip.
problems.
Daniel Christoph with a fantastic start, leading the pack, already going away, followed by Nick Questy, Tim Cartwright, who are taking their position. Selick, fantastic, very close to Costas Konzura. Robin Taylor didn't lose much time, actually, with the change. He, I still see him on the medium. I don't know if it's a game issue or what, but that's very brave. Gil da Silva, Rocco Mina, P9, P10, sorry, fantastic. Tony has some major damage. He will have to pit at the end of this lap.
It was a
Stephanie,
strange accident from Tony. I think he lost the current traction on the water. It's the only thing I
yes, I
can
think
think about.
cold tires, and he
And
lost it.
Riccardo Giangotti with his full wet tires is looking for water a lot at the moment. I think he's just hoping terribly that some rain start to come out,
You never
come
know.
down
It's getting
heavily.
darker. Oh, Daniel Christoph is on the full wet. It's on the full wet. The game just updated it now, and Nick Westy is on the Inter. So this is a big change.
No, and it seems that Daniel Christoph has much more grip at the moment.
Yep, at the moment the full wet are performing better. Mark Heitre P7, fantastic. I think they managed to pass Daldice in the box at the moment. I can see them struggling with this. So, ooh, they're struggling so much with these slick tires. Phil Brown, oh,
No,
he's
definitely the slick tires are not the answer at the moment. We
yeah.
see
Right
a lot of
now,
spray.
maybe they're not, but let's see. Maybe they just need a few laps where the truck dries out, but we don't see that much of spray, even though there are a few spots where we have a lot of spray of the water. Oh no, Phil Brown. The-
Big hit, big
no,
hit, big hit,
no.
and this is game over, I think.
Phil Brown is still fine. He didn't got damage. Oh, he's
No, I think
wide.
he has damage. Robin Taylor,
No, Ricardo.
Robin Taylor, and Riccardo Gingotti.
I think he got some damage by his mistake or something. But let's go back to the
No, it,
leaders.
it seems that
What
he was
happened?
involved in the accident between Taylor and
Yeah, possible, possible.
it was three cars.
I don't understand why Robin is on this medium. Right now, the medium are lapping 8 seconds slower than the full wet and the Inter. Robin Taylor, Nick West is lapping 123 and Daniel Christoph is lapping 122.7. So there is not like a big gap. So if the track just slightly dries out, it's gonna help more Nick Westy. John is on P9, so he did make a lot of position, and the sun is coming out, so that's gonna help
Now,
The guys
now
with
the
the
question is
Inters.
going to now the question is going to be how fast the truck will drive.
Uh, we have 15 cars on track, so that can help to create a dry line. You know, a dry line is gonna go first, and even though we are gonna have a few spots where it's gonna be still wet, if they can stick with that dry line, that's gonna help them a lot. And maybe we can have a few guys just trying and go with the medium or soft. Phil Brown, DNF. Unluckily, his race was very much compromised after that mistake with the guys. Ooh, on the inside, Laura Martin, Tony's just managed to pass.
What tires is on Tony? I think that Lauren Martin is on
Full
the brown
wet,
tires.
full wet. Lauren is on
So the
the
full wet
Inter.
at the moment are starting to have
Full
some
wet are
troubles.
flying. Stefan won on penalty and that's for speeding in the pit lane. And right now, the full wet are just amazing. I don't see anybody else being as quick as the guys on the full wet. Even Nick Westy, who is very quick with the inters, is still managing to be 2-3 tenths slower. It's gonna be a tough race for the guys with the inters, but still, the full wet, if they're abused or highly used, as you saw a big slide there, they can last less than the inters. Technically, because they are a softer compound. Like Christoph fantastically managing his gap, and they are just driving so smoothly to preserve these tires and drive in this condition.
Yeah. Yes, hope that some rain will start again, because at the moment with each lap passing, I think that intermediate tires are going to be faster and faster and faster. But still, Nick Westy seems to not have the pace at the moment to keep up with Daniel Christoph. 2 seconds in 6 laps, which is not a lot, but it's
No,
enough for
no.
Daniel Christoph. It's a couple of tenths of difference on each lap.
You can see they're very careful there on traction, and that really makes difficult this track, especially
Yeah,
in this condition.
you told me that already with the dry
Ooh,
circuit
Paulo
this
Rodriguez
morning is
is
difficult.
DNF.
Yeah, what a bad luck here.
Bad
And
luck.
Stefan Wanham still on the pits.
I think he's repairing the big damage that he collected. Oh, now he's coming out now. You said it, and he's coming out. But yeah, mm, it's very difficult. I think a bunch of guys just pitted and they repaired some damage. Laura Martin P10 fantastically managed after not having a good quali, and if he can manage to pull out this, the two Ferrari can get some great points because they didn't got any points apart from Australia where they did P7.
Oh,
So
I think that in Spa or Rocco ended up in a quite high place. I think
I will let you
P5 or
know right
P6.
now.
Oh, Lorna Martin.
Ooh,
Right
wide,
on.
wide. I think he can stick out of trouble there. There's a long wide. Yeah,
And just so you know,
Rockomina. Yeah, Rockomina has 14 points and Laura Martin has 8 points. So for them managing to pull out some good points can help them to increase their champ standing in the championship. Right now, Nick Westy is struggling on Daniel Christoph. They're still running almost the same lap times, but There are 3 2 tenths here and there for Daniel Christoph, but no other else car are on the pace of these two guys today. At the moment, everybody else is at least 3 to 4 seconds lower than Nick Westy and Daniel Christoph. They're doing another job. I would say Sim Selic for a debut. This is fantastic. Being P4, not bad.
And he's selling on the wet.
Ooh,
Full wet.
Costas
And is Costas
wide. I think I just jinxed it. Sorry, my bad. I will not say it again.
Yeah.
But you're doing a great race. So, still sticking with the Costas. Oh, it's raining again?
Commentator's
I
curse
know
is
it's not.
still hitting hard.
Oh, it's raining again. It's raining again.
Yeah, I have quite some. Okay, so Costas is in 2 on the wet tires. Because I am having
Costas
some
is
troubles
on
with the
full
stream,
wet,
and
and
can't
Simsalik is
see
on full wet.
I cannot see everything in black and white. Feels like 1950.
Tim Cartwright is on the inters, and Daniel is on the full wet. So
So it's starting to rain again. So now the guys with the full wet are like happy, like like crazy happy, because
yeah, they're gonna enjoy this small rain that can help their tire to last slightly more.
especially you are going to have more grip, and if already now guys with the full wet tires were faster, right now um, everyone on the track will be slower than them.
Oh,
And
Tony,
to be
Tony,
honest,
DNF.
another DNF from Tony. Unlucky race for him.
But
Unlucky
very
start.
unlucky. Last time around, he had connection issue because he said we got to know that later in the race that his connection had some issues. So I hope it's not the same. But hopefully he can finish one race. Same. Selig is pitting. I don't know what's the point, but most
So
likely he
I
believed
want to
the
understand
full
one thing.
wet.
Are the top 3 drivers driving on a boat? Because I don't see the reason why Costas Canderas is 30 seconds behind Daniel Christian in just
They're
9
running
laps.
5 seconds faster than everybody else. No, no, what happened?
Cem Salik,
You made a
and this
mistake.
is commentator's curse. Another DNF.
No, 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 no. He was doing fantastic.
That was
I
that
think
Cem,
they had
that's
some issue with the game, but
Cem,
hopefully,
that's your fault.
no,
That's
no, no.
all your fault.
I
You
okay,
said
I will get it, but he was doing fantastic.
Cem,
Now
Cem,
Rockomina,
you
no,
can blame
Rockomina
on
slightly wide.
no,
Rockomina, sorry, it was Riccardo Gengotti,
yeah.
but I think he didn't got damaged. He's fine. Yeah, the car seems to be fine.
It has already stopped raining.
Yep.
It has rained for like half a lap, maybe less.
Yes, but
Just like
Tim
just
Cartwright.
like on cutting
Wow, they're
from
changing tires so quickly. I was not expecting this.
right. I read on the wet tires. This is strange because it feels like on the dry tire you can do a full race, and you have
And yep,
total
I told you the full wet are a
degradation.
soft compound, so I see
Yeah,
this
but
as maybe a threat for Daniel Christoph if he cannot extend these tires so much as
absolutely,
another
it's
guy pitting. So
strange because usually in real life they make a lot of laps if there's wet on the wet compound.
yeah, now Gilles is pitting as well with this with the Inter. So I don't know. Now it seems like these guys are gonna do 20 pit stop, but let's see what Daniel and Nick does because they are the one I would say they can we
We
can
can
judge on
So,
how they're gonna extend this stint.
yeah, and look at how much the driving style changes on the wet. Everyone's avoiding curbs. Everyone's avoiding, um, you know, yeah, basically he's avoiding curbs, avoiding the white
White
line.
lines.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's staying away. Look at that. You're not using the truck. You're not pointing at the apex completely. You tend to like make the corner more round to get the grip. Was
Wow.
Nick West drifting out of the corner?
Yes, I think he's not using the right car to do that, but he's good with that.
And Nick Westy, we have to mention that is a flashy winner with us with for the ERC LMP2 class. So
Yeah,
and
is
guess
with fresh
who else
championship.
was one of the drivers?
Not me. Though Tim Cartwright after the pit stop, he's flying. His first sector was 3 seconds faster than everybody else. So I guess changing tires is the right choice to go. But you don't know if you have to like on Zandvoort, the pit lane is very long. That actually is not the best choice to pit, especially not having a good spot where to make moves, or you have to take some risk. Even though you're 2 seconds faster, you have to be brave enough to make the move. Okomina P10 back to P10. Laura Martin, yeah, is fantastic doing P8. And now, actually, he's catching up
I
to
think
John. John, I think, made a mistake last lap. Apparently, was
I think that this is the first time Lorna is in front of Rocco. So
yes, first
the,
time in the season.
the internal challenge between the two Ferraris at the moment, Lorna Martin is gaining points back on Rocco Mina, and John Guest on his own track is doing quite a good race. P7, not many risks. As he even managed to come out of a problem out of turn one. So
Yeah, I did
nice
manage
race.
to stay away from the issues on the first few laps, where I think right now he can really look forward to even try to hunt down Mark Heitre. It's not simple
Not on
because
the
he's
midnight
actually
by the way.
gaining a lot in the last few sectors. On Mark, he has to fix slightly the first sector, but not bad. And as you speak, Nick Westy started gaining on Daniel Christoph. This
And
seems to be getting slower.
is and Nick West is on the intermediate tires, isn't he?
You can see him, and he actually never is my perception. Ooh,
Oh,
we have more wet spot.
yeah. You told me that you already to drive this car to Tryon on the tri track. It was already difficult to deal with the traction of these cars. So I don't want to be in the driver's
You
place
can
right now.
see, especially like here in the mid, they just very carefully apply the throttle. If we can manage to show you the throttles. No, this is. Let's see if we
Oh,
can get.
he lost almost 1 second with that big drift out of the corner.
Yeah,
Look how gently he has to push on the throttle. Very round here, using all the banking, not using all the truck, avoiding the curbs. This is a nice driving in the wet.
that's very. I will
And look
always would say in
how
the
much
rain, just be
steer they have.
smooth and clean on throttle and on the brakey. Nothing extreme, just something. Whoever drives very balanced and smooth in the rain, he flies. he will be the fastest always.
To be honest, driving in the rain is one of my favorite. Um, I
Scenario, I
really
would
like
say, yeah.
driving in the rain, racing in the rain. On the rain, I made some of my best races, to be honest.
You know why most of the time the rain is is one of the few scenario where drivability they pops up. So the car, if you have a good setup or whatever, yeah, they can make you win under dry condition. But under the rain, the driver's skill, those are the ones that are tested very very hard. And if you're a good driver, but you're struggling sometimes in the dry condition, in the rain, you can really just be so quick without reason. Robin Taylor back to P5 after that little debacle and the first outlap, but he's managing to have a great pace. Um, Actually, he's as almost as same as Costas Kanzura, the only guy who's actually right now flying because he's on new tires is Tim Cartwright.
Yeah, but Costas kind of.
Ooh,
Ooh,
around the outside.
what was that?
I think it was a
Um,
lapped car.
Costas is actually gaining on the leaders because he was like 30 seconds behind, and now he's 24 seconds behind. So he's gaining slightly but steadily gaining on the top duo. Um,
Maybe the top two are just maybe managing the tires so they can last more.
but still,
And
I still do not understand how in 15 laps um, they get top duo got 24 seconds off 30 seconds because
the
they were
first few
30
laps they were
before.
just flying. I guess they, I believe they just had better feeling with the car, and that's the only reason I can give you right now.
Yeah, and Nick West is
Nico
losing
is
a lot.
losing a lot. Yeah, I was watching that, and I think he's really struggling right now with the tires. Most likely the full white are just better. He lose a lot in the first sector,
He has
and
to hope, he has to hope that the truck starts to dry somewhere. I mean, Air Factor 2 does simulate those things. It does simulate a dry line. The more the more it doesn't rain and the more the cars are passing through each corner, each lap. Um, that is something that can happen. Uh, like it happened on my first race for Eight Racing Team, if you remember, on Silverstone, where we had a full dry line with all the outside and the inside completely wet. So it was a hell of a stint, and it was a hell of a race for everyone because you cannot put the tires on the wet, otherwise uh, you were going to to spin or to have such bad understeer because we were basically driving on the slick tires because we couldn't do either. And I hope that's something we are not going to see today because seeing the dry line means that you are almost incapacitated to overtake the other cars.
and I guess that's not something we're gonna see today, just because purely we didn't. We are expecting the rain to just coming and going throughout the whole race. Um, let's see what the weather is gonna give us today, but Riccardo Giangotti I think not is not in the pit, so let's see if we can get this right. Yep, perfectly. And Team Cartwright just managed to catch Costas Kanzura. at right now is one of the fastest guy on track, but he will have to do another pit stop anyway. It seems like this race is gonna be about 2 pit stop or 3 pit stop at least, considering the deck we had. Right now he's under the second from Costas, who's on a very old tires. Let's see if he's gonna manage to just pass him quickly enough so he can catch Nick Westy, or actually manage to close the gap more.
To be honest, what Nick West is doing is almost a miracle because, um, like everyone else, the fastest car on the track are on the full wet tires, and he's trying to keep the pace with his intermediate tires. So it's doing something that is really, really close to a miracle. Ooh,
Now actually you have to pay attention on the dirty air coming from the other cars, and that's gonna affect a lot Tim Cartwright if he doesn't manage to pass quick enough. Tim Cartwright actually now behind actually has almost like his pace just um, adapted to the pace of Costas Kanzura, and Tim Cartwright did the pit stop where he was together with Costas Kanzura. So let's see if he can manage to
really,
pull out
most
that
important,
move.
on the wet, you don't have the possibility to use the DRS, so the overtake will be twice difficult because you are going just to have the slipstream, like the good old days.
I guess he's gonna try something on
Probably yes.
the first turn, if he can manage to stay close enough in this middle sector. You can see that with this rain, you cannot see that much. We see that because we are watching from another um, point of view, but it's very very difficult for the guys to see when they are behind. Nick West is losing a lot now. Yeah, he's 10 seconds from Christoph.
What team is in now is the typical trap that you start to have when you are following closely another car. You start
Yeah,
to unconsciously look at his lines, follow his lines, and you stop making your own lines. So that's the trouble, because if you were like a lot faster before, right now is like difficult to close the gap, and it's a trap that any driver should be able to avoid, but it's very very hard to avoid that kind of trap. So
now for him it's very very hard to just manage to make the move. If he can put some pressure on Kostas Kansura, but it's not easy. Especially under the rain, you don't see that much your opponent because of the dirty, sorry, this spray of the tires. Now he might have a better exit here. This time maybe he can try to go on up the inside. No, he doesn't. It's gonna be very tough for him. He was way quicker. Way quicker. Now he's just struggling. Nick West is now just started to come back from his lap times, and he's lapping half a second faster, so maybe now he can get back those.
Maybe the truck is starting to get drier. No, maybe Nick West is pitting.
No. This is Robin Taylor. Yeah, this is Robin Taylor.
Okay,
Nick
perfect.
West is around here, and it's actually, you said it, and he's pitting.
Yeah,
Robin Taylor penalty.
I can see the future.
Robin Taylor got a penalty.
Oh, speeding probably. As
Yes,
otherwise,
speeding in
surely
pit lane.
speeding in pit lane. And is this Riccardo Gengotti without the front wing again, or is this Gilles? No, probably Gilles because he has the Aptora. Because I didn't see the banner on the low side, but it feels like it's Gilles da Silva which has.
Yeah, Gilles da Silva, I think he has lost the front wing.
Yeah, I don't think it. I'm sure about that. Because it feels like. And this is
Yeah, he lost the front wing, but
definitely lost the front wing. I don't know
Gengotti
where
right
Gengotti
now,
is
yeah,
here.
he most likely is gonna get the position on Gilles da Silva. Stefan Werner still in the race, managing to do a 134. Nick Westy, after a pit stop, decided to go with the full wet. Let's see if he can do something about around the outside. Ooh,
Oh,
no! What
game
was
over
that? Come
again.
on.
That's not very polite from.
Okay, maybe.
I have some troubles
Okay,
to see the car.
he just let by Nick Westy. Ooh, no, they both have damage. They both have damage. Big damage for both of the guys.
Are those the
No
two
way.
Mercedes? I
No,
see everything back
that's
in
Costa Zero and Nick Westy. They got
the.
collected with each other, but
No, this is the
that's
end. I
gonna
think.
be the end of the race, or they're gonna lose. They are gonna lose a lot of time, and most
I'm sure that
likely the
this is
damage
at
is big.
least the end of every chance that Nick Westy had to win the race, unless
Yes,
Christoph and
that's gonna
Cartwright
be a
does
big blow in the
like.
championship, because now Crystal just need to take it in the end and win this race
Yeah,
and
and we know
extend the
that
lead.
Tanya Christian is not a driver that is quite, like can I say, unaffordable.
Yes, and yeah, they have the pace to get back to P5, P6, that's for sure, but they're gonna lose at least one or two lap, at least.
Yeah, Robin Taylor is coming out of the pits. Costas Canderes is 1 minute, but I think that the counter stopped. So Niquest is coming out, and so is Costas Canderes. This is a big gift for Daniel Christoph that now he inherits a 30 seconds lead and 50 laps to do with just managing 30 seconds, 30
Oh, Niquest
seconds lead.
just managed to go out. Yeah, the pit stop was not that slow. Same for Kostas Kanzura, so damage actually was not that much.
Yeah, they should be able to get at least John Miniget.
Yeah, I think even Mark high 3, because their pace should be 2-3 seconds faster, but let's see. Race is long. We're still on lap
Let's
24.
see if commentator will be able. Is it close to Mark I3? Is that Mark I3? I think yes. Yes, commentator getting P3. Great move on the Tarzan curve.
That's the first move we saw today. Clean
Yeah,
from.
I think yes. I think. Ooh, what? This is some. This is Tim Cartwright, right? No. And it's kind of strange because I don't know what to say because the field is so spread at the
Our
moment.
Nick Westy
I
just
don't
did the
really
fastest lap, 121.9.
know. What tires on is on Nick?
Full wet. I guess the full wet are the tires to go, and he made the wrong choice in the beginning.
Yeah, so he kind of made a miracle out there, taking the same pace as Daniel Christoph with the wrong tires. Yeah, it seems that the car now seems so much more stable when it goes on the throttle.
Yeah, you can see the grip has improved a lot in his car. Actually, now he's gaining a lot. He's right behind John with the gas, and right there you go.
And that is John Villegas taking his way through the pits, changing tires. Was John on the full wet or was he on the soft tires?
John is on.
Wow,
He was on the full wet.
1.5. I never
Wow.
saw a, a pit stop that fast, even on the real life. They got close with 1.8 from McLaren, but
Well, yeah, McLaren.
was it was it
1.80 in the McLaren one. In
yeah
the
was it the
Qatar.
fastest ever? It's the
Yeah, the
fastest
fastest ever
ever.
pit stop done by an F1 team in the history. Nick
My
Westy
God,
is
1.8.
gaining a lot. If he can manage to... Ooh, the two Ferrari are fighting. He's on the medium? Wow, yeah, he's on the medium because we can see that he's struggling for traction. He's even lifting. Don't crash.
It feels strange that with that much water on the track, you
Ooh.
can drive on medium tires. I, I, but
Somehow he
still,
can brake late. Well, maybe the game is just
maybe
tricking
yeah.
us.
I think that there's a kind of a bug with the mods because I don't believe unless
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 it's a genius.
unless the real Ferrari
Hold on,
crew.
hold on, hold on. We can
No,
still
I
see
see
there is a small dry or
dry line. Yeah,
there is something that going on, but You don't know.
Ooh,
Ooh,
yeah, there's definitely a dry line. Look at how Ron Martin. Ooh,
are two Ferrari gonna look for the race or the championship? Let's
yeah,
see.
this is definitely.
They can
But
bring a
it's
lot of
strange.
points because they're P8 and P9, so there's 3 points to. And no, I think they're gonna fight.
So maybe this time the Ferrari strategists are doing a good job putting.
The two drivers in fight.
No, I was
I
thinking
think
about
you're
the
gonna go say something
tire.
in turn one.
I was thinking about the tire decision. But look
Ooh,
at
he's
this.
pitting,
Look at
he's pitting, he's pitting.
this bit. Yeah, look at this. He's not taking up any spray. Oh, what?
Ooh, he had
He
a
wanted
gears
to be
issue.
sure that he wanted to be sure not to take any
Yeah,
penalty.
penalty, because we saw a lot of penalty too. Ooh, wow.
That was John.
No, that was Stefan Wenham most likely. Yeah, Stefan. John is ahead. No, yeah, John is back. And actually, now John is flying with the new tires. And John is on the full wet. Nick Westy catching
Yeah,
up
but there
from
are some.
Mark.
Look at that. There are some
Ooh,
points of the track where there is not spray from the back of the car.
I can say one thing. Is Daniel Christoph just multiplying his tires? I don't know. It's been 30 laps. The other has
Yeah,
done
but
one pit stop
oh,
and he's still out.
but Sam, that is definitely a dry line. That's definitely a dry line on the track.
We still have
Look,
some spray, but yeah, it's getting dry and dry, but not as dry as I would say I'm gonna use a.
I mean, for sure, Rakumina is not going to win the race because 3 laps down. So unless something happens, but look at Nick Westy trying to search for water.
Yeah, the temperature of these tires are gonna raise very high. You know that uh, in this game,
So
especially,
who is going to? So at the moment, usually when the truck is
I would try the medium tires. That can be something I would go for, or the soft tires. Those are the two options that somebody has because hard tires, yeah, but it's gonna be very tricky. Especially, it's not something I would choose with the condition I have. So,
usually when the
medium
truck
or
is
soft.
damp. Yeah, usually when the truck is damp, you want to go for the softer compound to have the much grip you can have, the more grip you can have.
If
But
Rockomina is on the medium, as far as we know, and same as Lauren Martin, I think Daniel Christoph just pitted. Yep, and he's on the Inter, so he didn't want to go with the soft compound. But let's see what comes out from
so
this
if
because
you were Tim right now, would you pit and try the crazy move and put on the soft compound?
I would wait
I
for
would do that.
10 laps. I would wait for 10 lap.
Look at that. There's no spray. There is no more spray there.
Yeah, you can see
That's a
that.
complete
You can see the
dry
dry line.
section.
Yeah, but I would wait
And this is not
5 laps. I
wet.
would wait for 5 laps. Just wait for 5 more. Not much, but just 5. You can get that
Yeah.
dry
And
line.
look at how much Milk is struggling at the moment.
Yeah,
He's
he's
searching for
struggling a
yeah.
lot,
He's
but
that's
he need
that's a
to
dry
just
track.
wait for 5 more laps. Just 5, and that can be more than enough to go for a soft compound
To be
or medium.
honest, if I was Team Cartwright, I would risk it right now because
Yeah,
I mean
Tim can, because did already a lot of laps on these tires. I would try
I
that.
would risk it even because
You can see that Lauren Martin, I think that's Lauren. No, that's Rocomina. Is faster. He's faster with the medium compound.
no, but he has to be careful and follow the dry line. Rocco, be careful. You have to stay on the dry line because if you touch even slightly the wet section,
Yeah, that's changed completely.
but still, yes, this is definitely a dry track. So um,
I would beat now.
to,
Tim
to
Cartwright
to be honest,
should try it.
yeah, if I was him, I would try this. I would risk it and see what comes out of that. I mean, Nick West is 60 seconds behind, almost one lap down. So
Yeah, you
if
don't
you have
lose
to risk
60
it, you have to
seconds
do that
anyway,
now.
so
And
45
still,
seconds, yeah.
and plus, Nick Westy and maybe a great part of the field has to pit again
Yep, they have to.
because
Actually, Nick has to pit. You can see that he's on the full wet. Even Nick has to
yeah,
think about pitting. Actually,
if
he,
something doesn't happen now,
even with this
uh,
condition, Nick is the
he
fastest
has
on
to pit.
track. He's the fastest on track. He's 1 second faster than even Daniel. I guess the Inter are just not tires that works great on these cars, because I never felt like the Inter being good enough. But yeah, mm, just I would say somebody has to go for the move now, sooner or later, because this is might get too late where you can actually. Oh, you can see he's searching for the wet. We have a completely dry line. I would say I would just wait a few laps more. The line is great, but you can see that if
Daniel
they
Christoph
if they go slightly
signing
wide,
fastest lap 121.8 with the intermediate tires.
now is fine.
Uh,
Yeah,
so right now the full wet, it's obvious that right now the full wet are the wrong tires. The only thing you can do is just like cross your fingers and hope for some rain to come again, but I don't really know at the moment.
Stefan Wenham in the pit. Yeah, actually, Nick West is gaining a lot on Tim, and Tim is losing a lot from Daniel. But Tim has to make a decision, because you see, I don't want to say that Rocco is not quick enough, but we know that Rocco and Tim have a different skill level, and if Rocco can be that close and even faster most of the time, as you can see, Tim should consider going with a medium now. It can be. As you see, Daniel is beating. Daniel is beating.
Yeah, Daniel, and this was the best move we could have done.
I don't know if it's with the Inters or now we
No,
have to wait for the game to update that. But most I would have gone for the soft tire. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, Tim is beating. Tim is beating now. Yeah, super soft. Wow. Ooh, very close. No, Tim Christoph is gone for the Inters, I think, or the game is just making us fool. But Tim, this is the chance for him to do something. Uh, super soft. West is beating as well. I guess he will go with some medium tires. I will do that because the race is long and you need to put a lot of laps. Yeah, medium.
yeah, so
Everybody is
everyone's
beating.
going
Robin,
for slick
medium.
tires.
Yeah, now you can see Daniel is on the medium. Yep, we got the game updated.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to offend anyone clearly, but it, it, it did feel strange that Tim decided to stay out since he saw that the truck was dry. I mean, you are the one on the hunt. You are the one who wants to take a risk. Christoph could not take any risk because he was leading the race. He didn't know as I
Wow.
was speaking.
Now making the moves will be very hard for everybody because um, going off the line will be very challenging for everybody. With the soft tires, you can stick with that dry line. That's fantastic. But going in the wet line to make a move and braking is gonna be very very tough for everybody. And actually, yeah, now Daniel is really pushing. He's done a 120, and that one extra lap, especially putting the heat in tires and everything, has made the gain a lot to Daniel. And okay, that was
What
just
that was a factor moment right there.
just
Um,
50. Yeah, I thought he lost the car on traction there, but what happened to Nick? I think it got damaged.
he pit, no, he pitted for changing his tires. I think.
No. He already changed the tires. I think he got damaged or something because otherwise he was ahead of Costas Kanzura and Robin Taylor. He's
Oh,
struggling.
there's even sun hitting the track, so probably it's going to be dry race from here to the end,
Most likely,
as we
yeah.
are as we are half at the half of the race at the moment.
They're struggling. Oh, okay, now it's with the super soft. They're all struggling, and Daniel Christoph is just flying. Ooh, Nyquist is struggling a lot for grip.
Yeah, and probably we are going to see the laps going quicker and quicker
Yeah,
uh,
from
uh,
here, most
from
likely.
here. Yeah, I mean, quali time was 1.10. I think that we
Yep,
are going to go down around
we're still 10 seconds
1.13,
slower.
1.12, 1.13 at least.
Costas Kanzura pitting again. I think they believe the soft compound is the best. But Daniel Christoph doesn't believe that. He's just flying with the medium. Right now is 1 second faster than P2.
Me- medium tires aren't meant for dump trucks, but Daniel Christoph doesn't know, and he still flies with them.
He didn't read the rule book for that. That's why he is just driving them. But fantastic job from him. And what now is very consistent with that, and the gap is has increased, and 28 second. That's fantastic for him. Tim Cartwright actually with the soft is slightly gaining in the last sector. In the last sector and the first sector, he's better than Daniel. But then in the middle sector, Daniel does something fantastic. Kostas Kanzura doing, wow, Nick West did a 118. That's 2 seconds faster than the, no, 1 second faster than the fastest lap done by Daniel.
Yeah.
What unlucky race for Nick West, because without that issue he had, he could have been there fighting with Daniel. And most likely, as far as you know, Nick, he would have gone for the soft tires before Daniel and tried to just do
No,
an overcut.
especially it was on intermediate tires, so
No,
in the
Nick West
moment
did
where
DNF. No, I think a crash or a connection lost.
I hope
The race was not going well after
the second one.
that issue with the Kostas Kanzura, but unlucky. This gonna be a big blow in the championship. This gonna get 0 point out of this race. So all the points he's gaining, Daniel, is now gonna be fantastic for him.
Yeah, we still have 2 rounds after this one, or three,
Not three round.
3 rounds.
Yeah, that's gonna be very challenging but very hard now for Nick. And so it's very unlucky, I would say, because in that condition, as far as I would say, from a natural part, Costas did a mistake because he tried to close Nick Westy close to the wall, and he was clearly very slow right there in that moment because Nick was coming up with new fresh tires. But unlucky. That's racing. That happens.
And Daniel Christoph ans- answering to answering at Nick West's lap time with a 118.7. So
Yeah, he
it
got
would have
back
been fun
the
to see
fastest lap. Actually,
those
the fastest
guys
lap gave
fighting.
you 1 point, so we're gonna see a lot of improvement from here at the end.
Absolutely. I expect to see at least a 1.13 because
Yeah, we're
we
gonna
were
go.
driving.
Let's see. I would say 115, 114. But it's all about how much dry condition we're gonna get from here at the end. And Oscar Kanzura with a 117. Actually, John Vitti has just gained a lot on Robin Taylor. And that's maybe, yeah, he gained a lot again. No, he lost 2 tenths in the last sector. Never mind. And but they're lapping almost all the same. And now the process thought that's going to go with the old driver is how much I can push. And is there something I can do better? And what's the limit? Guessing the limit is gonna be very, very. And that's the real challenge for everybody now. Because when you're on the dry, you know that okay, I'm gonna break at 50 mark and that's gonna be enough, or I can break like 60 meter in the dry. When we are going from a wet condition to a dry condition, it's very tough to go through this process, and making a mistake is very, very simple. You can feel, oh, the car can stick for that line, but eventually the car struggle with that. There are a few laps where Tim Cartwright gains a lot on Daniel, but then Daniel do a good lap and gain back on Tim.
Oh,
There is a back
Robin.
and forth from between these guys. Yeah, Robin Taylor just did at 117, and Daniel Christoph is improving massively in the middle sector. He has to do the lap. I think who is he gonna lap? Yeah, he's going to lap Mark High3, P3 right now. That's how much he has been going fast throughout this race.
116.
Ooh,
Oh,
Mark
Mark
High3
Hytry
wide.
made mistake. This can only help Robin Taylor on his rush to the podium.
Yep. He did a 116.8. 116.8, that's a very decent lap, and he's improving in the first sector again. So there seems to be grip improving on track, and everybody's just finding more confidence with the car.
Oh, Robin Taylor? What happened? I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. For the
I think
was it the
he
thing?
went
But
wide. Oh
Robin
no, I
Taylor.
think he pitted. He pitted. I believe he pitted because he lost time in the first sector. That's only because of the pit stop.
Yeah, because I
And
saw him getting behind with the gas, so it was strange. And to be honest, for the moment, nothing particular is happening around the track.
right now we have Gilles Silva in the pit stop, and Roberto and
Riccardo
Stefan Rena
Giangotti maybe taking the
lapping
place from Gilles da
130.
Silva. Yes, Giangotti taking P9, but then da Silva taking back P9. Oh, Gilles da Silva pinning. Nice move there. Oh,
Penalty for the Silva. Speed limit on the pit exit, I guess. The question is, can Daniel lap everybody, even Tim Cartwright?
I don't think that team has a so slower pace.
It's raining.
Oh, Gilles da Silva.
It's
Gilles
raining,
da Silva
or I
taking
can see
penalty.
wrong.
And maybe.
I don't want to say wrong, but it can be raining again, if I'm not mistaken by the graphic. Seems to be raining again.
Looks like that.
Looks a light rain, like a little light rain that is just
Yeah,
coming
it
back.
looks like it's raining again. It's raining again.
And
Hallelujah.
that's gonna affect a lot on the strategy they have planned. So
Usually, knowing hard factor 2 with this kind of rain
It will
rain
take a few
intensity.
laps to get
3 4
back.
laps to get to start to see some spraying, to start to see some spray out of the cars.
DNF for Laura Martin. No.
No bad luck there.
Very
He was
unlucky.
doing such a good race. Everyone's pitting, so everyone's probably coming back on the rain tires, on the rain compound.
Team should go for
Yeah,
the.
full wet for John with the guest.
Wow, that's a brave move. Very, very brave move.
Maybe he does know something. I don't
Maybe.
know.
You never know. Uh, actually, one credit goes to the full wet. We
Oh, now
saw
it's raining heavily. Now
we,
it's raining heavily.
we saw that in the first part of the race, the intermediate, even though there was that much of amount of rain, was not the best choice. And the Inter never saw the window to go fast, or the full wet was just faster. And
Intermediate intermediate tires are a strange compound, to be honest.
yeah, they didn't
You don't have
seems to be.
you don't even in real life. Uh, you kind of
You never
use
know.
those.
We said Inter are not quite fight, and Daniel Crystal just said, "No, I'm gonna show you. They go fast enough." I know we have to wait for the game to update, but let's see. Full wet, nice.
Everyone's going up for the full wets. Yeah, we already seen some spraying from the back of the cars. Was that Daniel Christoph lapping Team Cartwright? No, it wasn't.
I think that was Tim Cartwright one lap ahead of Robin Taylor, and just he will lap him now because Robin has to lift technically. Yeah, as you see, he lifted.
Very polite behavior from.
Mark is pitting, so he can put some full wet, I guess, or inters. No, inter. Right now we have a few guys with the inter tire that they believe that's the right choice to go, but let's see if that's the right choice. We still have 22 laps to go, so that's a long way till the end. And these stars, I don't know if they're gonna last this much. We saw that in the first stint, a lot of the guy were struggling to maintain this. So let's see. Actually, one good comparison will be Tim Cartwright against Daniel Cristo with the Inters against the full wet. That can really show us what the tires can do. And last lap around, Daniel gained a few seconds, but that's all because of the pit stop. Let's see this time. Now the rain is coming down heavily. Imagine if Daniel just made the wrong choice, and we see that the rain is just like the spray from the tires are just getting heavier and heavier. And maybe I'm not saying that, but Daniel might have to pit again just for
About 33
the
seconds
tires.
guarantees that Daniel can keep the lead easily. So
Yeah,
even
but
if he
these
made the
laps
wrong
can make
choice,
you make you do. I don't know why now. Okay, no. these laps can make just the situation slightly tricky for Daniel. He can make mistake, and
Well,
if if I was Daniel and I see those conditions just getting worse, I would just be just. There is no need to take any extra risk.
yeah, but still, Daniel is a really consistent driver. He's demonstrating it from the start of the season. He's really consistent. It doesn't.
Rockomina, DNF.
No, even Rocco. Oh,
No,
that's a pity. He was doing such a good race.
Ricardo against Stefan Wenham. So Ricardo is on the Inter and Stefan Wenham is on the full wet. So this gonna be a
Basically,
good
everyone is on the
battle.
full wet except from Daniel Christoph.
Yep, right now, yes. And actually, last lap around, Tim Cartwright just gained 2 seconds on Daniel. If the rain doesn't stop, I would pit. There's no need to take that risk. You have plenty of time. You have more pace. What happened to Rocco? Oh, okay, Ricardo. Yeah, they are going wide, and that's not Jade. Who was going wide there? No, John Villegas lost the front wing.
Ooh. Maybe a contact with Gingotti.
No, I saw him going wide, like in turn one. So I guess he went in the barrier in turn one. Most likely that's the reason. It's gonna be a very tough in lap for him. Luckily the outside here is very big. He can run wide and use it all. And no, who was that? That's Gil? Yeah, that's Gil da Silva.
With,
Uh,
sorry, I can see very.
John,
I could,
he got a contact with John, but
oh,
I get
bad news.
no, it's fine, it's fine. He didn't collect the damage. He didn't got damage. John is wide on the cry. Okay, he can get back on the track.
Let's hope that John doesn't
For
have too much damage.
your news, Team Cartwright just gained 6 seconds. 6 second last lap round.
Yeah, so but Daniel Christoph pitted for full wet, right?
Now
Yeah.
splitting. No,
Oh, so he made a mistake because he was 20 seconds ahead, and now he's just 7 seconds.
yeah, there's something happened, or he did bit and we didn't saw it, but I guess he didn't.
I kind of jinxed it because I was saying he was so constant and I was demonstrating that, and now
You don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he did a mistake in turn one. He did a mistake in turn one. He went wide in turn one. Now is the real opportunity for Tim. He did the pole position, so it's not like he's slow. It's gonna be a very tough situation now for.
yeah, but still Daniel Christoph is already gaining again because it was 7.2 and now he's all
Yeah, it's
8.7.
eight.
So
Yeah, the mistake cost him a lot. So hopefully he doesn't make other mistake. But the condition, it's still raining. Yeah, he's lapping Mark again. So that's Mark again, one lap down.
I think no one can match Daniel's pace right
right
now.
now, yeah, even with the maybe just the rain stopping and those few line getting better helps Daniel to be faster on the Inter. We had that little part where Daniel was struggling. Actually, now hold on. And now maybe Daniel just pitted with the for the tires and didn't saw that because the pit stop is so fast that, and it's
Yeah, so
impossible. But yeah,
probably waited for full wet tires.
I don't expect Daniel to make mistake with the pace he showed and the consistency he had in the championship right now. But as we said before, going with it full wet was the best choice.
I don't really know. I don't really know.
He's getting 2 to 3 seconds
Racist.
on team now. Now on team maybe just he his tires are actually old, so he lost his grip is gonna be less and less, and in this condition,
Yeah, but
less grip means time.
wet tires should not have that much degradation, to be honest.
You don't know.
Uh,
We didn't drive this car, so and these cars are
yeah,
new.
no, I'm talking about real life.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
Usually, wet tires have a very long life.
Oh, this
Um,
can be a first points and a good debut for Ricardo with P9, and he's doing great. And finishing P9 or P8, he's fighting with Gilda Silva, so his
yeah.
race is
We said that a lot of times. Sometimes it's not important to be fast. It's important to
finish the
be out of
race.
the
Yeah,
trouble as much as you can, and let the others, even if they are quicker, let the others do the work for you. Because if you think about that, right now Giangotti is going to end the race in a better position than Nick Westy, which is one of the championship contenders. So
yeah. Now today, Daniel is gonna just be gaining a lot of points on the championship.
and Daniel is flying at the moment because he was like 7 seconds ahead a couple of laps ago, and now he's already doubled that gap, so 14 seconds ahead. Yeah, it does really feel like he's driving on a boat.
Stefan Wenham, even with those issues he had, still managing to be P7. Great race even for him. He can actually bring home one of his first few lap points in this season. Let me check that as well because I don't remember him gaining points in the previous races. So Stephen Wenham has 5 points, so this can be a great result for him. He can make some places in the championship standing. Yeah, this lap around his team just lost half a second, so he may manage to get back his pace. Robin Taylor, he has to push because he has only, I guess that's 18, 15, 16 laps remaining to get down those 16 seconds, and he can get P3. That can be very, very useful in the team standing. Apart from his standing in the driver standing, where he can improve his position, but team-wise, that can help us a lot. Both Nick and Robin to improve. He's quicker in the first sector. In the middle sector, let's see. On board with him. Now it's raining again. So we are gonna get some rain, more rain, and that's gonna help the full wet to stay alive.
I don't really know what to say at the
He
moment.
gained 1 second on the guy, so let's see. It's 16 laps. He can maybe make this happen. You never know. He doesn't have to make mistake, because otherwise he will not make it. But this
I mean,
can be.
1 second per lap is not enough at the moment. You
Yeah,
can get close,
13,
but
15 laps. Yeah,
he,
maybe.
he
Mark.
has to gain 1.5 seconds. I would be saying, because not only you have to go on strike distance, but you even have to try a move on Mark I3. So it's better if you gain like 1.5, 2 seconds per lap, and give yourself like 4 or 5 laps to try and move on the guy in front of you. Otherwise, I don't think that Robin Taylor is going to be able to get P3. Um, by the way, the two Mercedes drivers, Robin Taylor and Nick
No,
Westy.
no, that's not too questy, but Robin Taylor, I
No,
think.
I was saying that. I was just about to say that the two Mercedes drivers are one of the most unluckiest couple we've been seeing in a lot of time, and that happened. So
That comment
thanks for
didn't
proving me right.
age well,
Thanks for
but
proving me right, Robin. I think that he
he
has the
has the
damage.
pit. Yeah, yeah, he has the pit. Even though we saw that
No, he,
a lot of collision that did make the car be still got out without any issue, but let's see. Second, that maybe he has not. Yeah, it's hard to judge. Sometimes you get those damage that you don't see, but they are there. Yeah, Mark is on the Inter, so that's as well is not the best. Actually, Mark did the very slow as well first sector. Yeah, Robin is losing now in the middle sector. It's yeah, most likely with the damage he got there. In the first sector, the only reason why Mark is slightly faster or not that as slow is just because of the intermediate tire just being good at the moment, because the rain did stop and slightly slow down, and that can help a lot. Yeah, now Robin Taylor is losing a lot.
I think he has damage on the front wing, or maybe
Yeah,
the
most likely.
suspension.
Yeah, small damage on the suspension can make you lose a lot of time.
And the problem right now is that Costas Cantoras is gaining a lot. So Nick has to take the Robin, sorry, has to take the decision if to pit and
I
but
think
if he beats,
Ricardo just gained the position on Gil de Silva,
no,
or
yeah,
maybe
no, he's 2 seconds behind.
uh, I know, yeah,
It's more
sorry,
than just, yeah, yeah, he's a couple of seconds behind.
yep, yeah, sorry. I thought that it was there because he's
It's fun
on.
to see. It's fun to see that every time Gilles has to fight with his own teammate
Yeah.
for the points.
Wow, last lap around Daniel did a 124. 3 seconds faster than Tim. I guess Tim has to pit and change the stars because he's struggling a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, he has nothing to. He cannot win the race unless Daniel Crystal makes some kind of mistake. I don't think that if his second place is any more threatened by Mark Eitri. We have to mention that the two Haas are doing an amazing race, P2 and P3 for them.
Right now, yeah, they are gonna gain some points for the championship. Very useful, especially the Haas didn't got a great race in Australia for the contact between John and Nick Westy, and
No,
then
they should have won in Australia. I think the team won.
Team won, but John lost all the points because of the contact he got
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Nick, so
Johnny
that
Gutierrez,
was not the
which is
best.
missing today. I was forgetting about him. Johnny
I
Gutierrez is
think
missing
he's
today.
not racing in the championship. That's
No, no,
why,
he raced. He was racing. He
yes, but
raced
he was
in
racing with the
Spa.
Haas and Mark replaced him.
Probably yes. He's not racing today. I don't know if we are going to see him again. Let's hope yes.
Yeah, that's something I think we will not know because he had some issue racing and that's why I think he pulled out. But was great to see him around Australia. He was doing very fantastic and unlucky that scenario where he got collected and they both collided, Nick Westy and John. But that's racing, I guess. That's part of the races.
Absolutely. And I think that Robin Taylor is Mark Hightree moving away to let Team Cartwright pass as fast as he can.
Yep,
Teamwork effort there. Team effort there.
as is gonna
Um
gain a lot of points today. 18 for Tim and 15 for Mark. Those are very good points, very healthy points. I think now the conditions are just starting to settle down, where the lap times are not gonna improve or be slower. It's all about just getting right your lines and braking. Robin Taylor just came 3 seconds, so let's see. Maybe Mark can do some mistake. Actually, Mark lost a lot when he let Tim by. In the middle sector, he lost 6 tenths again. 10 laps to go. Yep, 10 laps to go now. Robin has gained 3 seconds on Mark. Maybe he can pull out something fantastic and
3
gain that.
seconds per lap. He can do that. If he
You
keeps
never
gaining
know.
3 seconds per lap, he can do that.
That can be possible because Robin had more pace than Mark, but Mark has been very consistent. He just lost a few seconds because he let Tim by, but even a small mistake can lead to the position lost. A podium on a comeback from also on a debut, sorry, even though Mark has been racing on a server for a long time, would be fantastic for him in this condition. 13 seconds. He can slightly see him. The gap coming down from a driver point of view, most of the time just give it that extra effort.
Another
Oh,
4 tenths gain.
I can push. He gained in this lap. Mark did a 128 and Robin did a 126.3. So that's a lot of time. And Robin has just to, yeah, if he didn't have that mistake, maybe.
It feels like we are going to see a very close battle in the last 2 laps. That's the feeling.
Yeah, that's most
If
likely what's gonna happen if Robin can pull out this very smoothly and he
another
gained half a
another half
second.
second, another half second. So guys, bets are open. Will Robin Taylor be able to get and overtake Mark or Tyree? Okay, let's give 3 chances. Okay, number 1, he gets close, but he cannot ever undertake. Number
Actually,
2,
we
he can actually overtake. And number 3, he made some kind of mistake and his rush ends here. Can we say like this? Oh,
we saw that when you get close in 1 second, it's very hard to make a move. So he will need more than one lap to do that. So he need to gain.
he didn't gain this. He didn't gain that much this lap.
He gained
11
1.3
seconds.
second this lap. So that's
Not
not the
enough.
ideal. He need to gain at least 1.5, 1.6, so he can.
I would say even something more at this point.
No, I think that's all the dream to get back to P3 gone. I lost, certainly he lost at least 2 seconds, at least. And now it's
I think that his run to the podium ends here if Mark doesn't
actually Mark
make any
Hartwright,
kind of mistake.
he didn't lose that much because even Mark made a mistake. Uh, because he just lost. No, actually, even with that mistake, Robin Taylor gained 3 tenths. Incredible. They're both struggling a lot.
8
So,
seconds at the moment. Wait, what
uh,
happened?
no,
It's a
no,
eight
yeah,
or
yeah.
18.
It's
Sorry,
Mark
I have.
losing something. Is Mark losing sometimes? He made a mistake on throttle, I guess, there.
I'm having some issues with the stream, so
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, and Robin gained time because Mark did a 26-second middle sector and Robin did a 23. So even with that mistake, Robin is still gaining. So Mark is struggling a lot with his stars, I guess.
so it's 7 seconds now. 7 seconds with 6 lap. 7 complete.
One
No,
lap a
actually,
second.
no. Wait, actually 6 because they are 1 lap down. So
I think Mark is struggling a lot with his tires, and you can see that he's going wide on entry and everything. That's the only reason I can give you right now.
5 seconds, 5 seconds.
Yeah, he's struggling a lot on traction, and yeah, you can see that he's
No, sorry, 6.9. Sorry.
6.9. Yeah, he lost 6 tenths in the first sector. So yeah, middle sector now. This lap to round was great, 23 seconds. So that's very competitive. Let's see. The last sector, I think he's struggling on this one, just to get the car down, and he goes slightly wide, not too much.
Let's see when Robin crosses the line. Oh, he did lost.
He lost slightly, yeah, but I think they're both struggling with the tires now, and that's very. Ooh, very. You have to be very careful there. Very careful. They cannot make mistake there on throttle.
They are probably even tired because actually this is a long race.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours they're driving. It's been one of the longest races actually we hosted here. Um, I think it's even
Oh,
longer than
that's
the
a
real one.
mistake from Team Cartwright.
He's gonna lose slightly there because of that deja vu, and actually he did. I don't know. He did a 23.7 in the middle sector. Wow,
It's basically
you can see that with the onboard
oh,
how much they're struggling.
he's short shifting
Wow,
so much.
they're struggling so much. This car doesn't turn anymore.
6.2, 6.2. Still not enough, but
5 laps to go.
5.8.
He has to gain
My
more
God,
than 1 second a lap.
he cannot go on the throttle.
These stars are dead. I would be not surprised if these stars just
But
die.
is Mark with the intermediate or is with
No,
the
no,
big time?
I would say it's because of the tires being very old. That's the only reason I can give you. He did a lot of laps on these
No,
tires.
no, I'm saying I don't know because I see it seems to green to me, so it seems that
Inter,
he's
yeah,
on the
yeah, he's on
intermediate
the Inter. Yeah,
tires.
he's on the Inter. He gained. Robin gained 6 tenths again in the first sector. Who's behind? Ah, yes, that's I guess John.
Yeah, but this gaining is not enough. I don't think
Ooh.
that Robin.
I hope John doesn't disturb Robin with his catchback, even though John is faster right now. .3, he lost time there on the last sector. I think having John that close is making him make some small mistake.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to think about John. John is not racing with him, so at this point he has to know that. He has to know that.
He need to give everything now, otherwise this is not gonna happen. 5.2, 2 laps to go, 3 laps to go. That's very difficult. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. No, these stars are dead. I guess, yeah, you saw that. For him, the best would be just get the car home. Not bad, considering that he had to pit one extra time than the other because of the mistake he did on the starting grid. That's great, but let's give credit to Mark. Didn't drive on any other races for a long time, and he's coming back and doing P3. Fantastic job by him as well. 2 laps to go. Daniel, uh, there are no words to say what Daniel did today. Just stunning, and nobody was on the same pace as him, apart from maybe Nick Westy. But then,
It's like he's racing a different car.
yeah, but yeah, unlucky.
We saw the same performance at Silverstone when he was like 60 seconds in front of everyone. If possibly today was even more difficult because of all that rain, not rain, sun, dry, wet
Yes,
conditions.
all these that
But
condition just
still,
made the situation very very tough. But
absolutely. But it never felt like he was out of control. He was always in control of the situation. He was incredibly on point with the strategy. Um, or what else? There's nothing we can say about it. He is a great driver, and he's showing us that every single race. Because even at Spa, he didn't won, but still he was fighting for the win until the last laps. So maybe even the last lap, he was fighting for the lead to the last lap. So
yep,
I mean, there's not much that we can say. Daniel Christie is a great driver. He's showing us today, and this win means a lot because
he's
I
gonna
think the
extend a
only
lot of the
direct,
championship. Yeah,
yeah, the only direct contender which is still in race is with Team Cartwright. But Team had other issues in other races, and Daniel
yeah, he
Christoph,
lost a lot of fine team and a few other races, but let's say we still have Monza, Suzuka, and Abu Dhabi yet to play. But this is gonna put one brick on for the championship for Daniel. Most likely, this will be one of the races that will make him win the championship at the end of the season. But long way to go, still 3 rounds to go. And Daniel Christoph coming around the last corner, he wins Zandvoort
on the wet, great
with a
efforts.
majestic race with a 2 hour drive. That's fantastic physically and mentally. Very, very exhausting.
But still, he did miss the Grand Slam again. The other
No,
time at Silverstone, he
I
did
know,
miss it
yeah, yeah, he did.
because of the fastest lap, and today he missed it because he didn't set the
So,
pole.
Daniel, if you're
So
listening this after race, next time around, actually, actually, I would give the credit to Daniel. He did a fastest lap in quali. I don't know how it's possible the game didn't count that one. He did a 10:00. I don't know what happened then, but unlucky for that, I would say. He did a fantastic job anyway. There you go, Mark, finishing the race. Behind there is John. Actually, John with the new tires, he was flying. Stefan Wenham, there you go. Chili already in the pit. And Riccardo Ciunghetti.
Ricciardo got a great race by him, first race and already into the points, into the top 10, P9 for him. So great performance at the first race ever on SRO for him. I think that's I don't know if he did made other series, but it's the first time I saw his name.
Yeah, that's the
So
first race he did in the Sero, so this will be the end of the race. As you saw, Daniel won the race. Tim Cartwright, Mark Archery, fantastic debut and comeback on the SRO. Robin Taylor Costas Kanzura, consistent as always, P5, John Vidiguest, fantastic job, P6, Stefan Wenham, Gilda Silva, and Riccardo Giangotti, fantastic job on the first race of an SRO, and Rocco Mina P10. These are the 10 guys who will be getting points. And guys, see you in Monza.
Bye bye, everyone.